Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Brings up
on second down, Cook stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Second and 11 at the 41. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and now it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now third and 8.
On third down, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Watson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And 8 yards.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the carry, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Cook. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right? Yeah. This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
And now let's look at David Johnson. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now a 1st down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Cordero Patterson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Forced out to his left. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. Going deep here for Stills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Cousins on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Buying time to his left. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hand.
Looking for Thielen. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Johnson. And he he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Daniil Hunter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now Abdullah, the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
4-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week.